it's Miree. Welcome back to my channel. And today, as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be doing a girl talk video, but I'm going to be showing y'all my summer hygiene routine, or the products that I use for my summer hygiene routine. But before we get started with this video, subscribe down below because we only road to 100,000 subscribers. Click on that bell notification because I try to post every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:45 Central Standard Time. Don't forget to check out my social media, especially my spam account Thickums 2.0, because that is where you will catch me the most active, alongside with my main Instagram account Taylor Miree. It's a fun time over there. And without further ado, we can officially get started with the video. This video is separated into 4 separate categories. I'll have a list of the categories right here. You can go through and click them and do whatever you want to do, but I will also have a list down below in the description box and in the comment section, so it'll be easier for y'all to click them. And first, let's get into so whenever it comes to my wash day routine, yes, I have a video, but I also kind of sort of got some new products, and I'm going to show you guys those products today. So the very first thing that I do, or like that I try to do every now and then, is a hot oil treatment, and I specifically use about 4 to 5 oils. So the first and the main oil that I use is coconut oil, organic coconut oil. I'm actually looking at this. A good chunk of this, I don't even know if you can tell it, a good chunk of this is gone, and I use a lot of this whenever it comes to my hot oil treatments. Not only that, I also end up using this Difeel 99% castor oil. I also end up using Jamaican black castor oil. This is the Tropic Living Jamaican black castor oil, and this stuff is really thick and heavy. And then the final oil is still coconut oil. This is the Via Natural Ultra Care coconut oil. Now, once I'm done with my oil treatment, I go through, obviously I rinse everything out and everything is straight, but then it's time for the shampoo process. And the main shampoo that I've been using as of recently, this stuff, it smells so freaking good. This is the Carol's Daughter's Wash Day Delight shampoo, but I will say this, it does kind of sort of strip your hair, but it's like a good feeling. But it's more of a clarifying shampoo compared to a moisturizing shampoo. I don't use conditioner on my hair. I used to use the Aussie Mega Moist conditioner. I'll put a picture of that up on the screen so y'all can see, and it has a lot of slip to it. Now, since I don't use a conditioner, I do use a deep conditioner, and this is the SheaMoisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydrating Hair Mask. And a little bit, to me personally, does go a long way when I use this. I leave this in my hair for like an hour under the dryer, and once I'm done with that, I rinse it out with cold water. Cold water is so important whenever it comes to rinsing out deep conditioners. Now it's time for the actual moisturization process. I oil my scalp with the same oil that I showed y'all before, because this honestly does help grow my hair, but you need to use a little bit. As for my leave-in conditioner, obviously, yeah, I use water as a spray leave-in conditioner, but the main leave-in conditioner that I use is like that's in like a cream form, is the SheaMoisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strength and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. And this is honestly one of my staple products. This is what I use when I first transition to chop my hair off. Then I have to go in with the oil to seal it in, and for that oil to seal it in, I go back and use my Tropic Jamaican black castor oil to seal everything into my hair. And then once that's sealed, I need something else to seal the sealant, so I use my 100% natural African Shea Butter. This stuff can be used for anything, not even just for the hair. This stuff will pop back later on up in this video. It's still a good chunk of this product left. A little does go a long way. And something else y'all kept asking me about is where I got my bonnet from. My friend got me this bonnet, but most likely she got it from Walmart, and if I can find a link for it, I'll put it up above so y'all can buy the bonnet that I use. Either this or I use a silk bonnet. Now, when it comes to skincare, I do a lot. First thing I want to talk about is whenever it comes to your skin and taking off makeup. These wipes are not the best at first, but I did order some new wipes that if I can find them. I do not remember the name. If I can find them, I will put them up in here so y'all can see which ones I just recently ordered. But if I'm running low on just the wipes that I normally use, I end up going to Dollar Tree and I get these wipes. These are the Retinol wipes that I use. I'm very careful when I'm wiping it, because if you wipe too hard and you're using wipes on your face, this is why some people use oil, you can end up like pulling your skin, and it can also cause wrinkles in the future on your face. Of course, everybody has hair that grows on their face, and I genuinely get rid of the hair, especially on like my upper lip and on the sideburns. So the first thing that I do is put coconut oil on my face, rub it in, get it all nice and rub it all over my face. Then I go in with a razor. So I go in, get rid of the hair up on my upper lip, get rid of the hair on the sides, get rid of the hairs that might be up here, in between here, or anywhere else on my face. I always use a razor to get rid of the hair on my face because it is so annoying. And you also recognize and notice that whenever you do get rid of the hair on your face, your makeup goes on so much smoother and nicer. Also, if you can't use oil on your face, you can also use water. You just need some type of moisturizer on your face because you can't just go in dry and put a razor on your face. It's just like, no, that's a no-no. It's time for me to actually exfoliate my skin, and here is the exfoliant. This is the Precision Beauty Energizing Coffee plus Coconut Exfoliating Face Scrub. I've had this for a couple months and it works wonders, and it's very gentle too, so it's not too rough because you can't use too rough products on your skin, and like especially on your face because of how thin the skin is and how sensitive it is. Then it's actually time for the washing process, or like the rinsing of my face. And I use the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser, and it's for all skin types. I go in and I rub it in with my hands for like 45 seconds to a minute. I don't use my Clarisonic anymore, and I need to buy a new brush head for it, honestly. And once it's rinsed off, it's time for me to go into my face mask. Now the face mask that I use is the Clear Proof Deep Cleansing Charcoal Face Mask, and I basically apply it with this little applier tool thingy thing, specifically on my forehead and on my cheeks for the most part, because that is where I break out the freaking most. Now it's time for my toner. So the main toner that I use, or have been using as of recently, is my Witch Hazel. This is the Thayer's Witch Hazel Natural Remedies. Now I also have a hydrating face mist, so if I need like a little refresher real quick or something like that, I can use this. This is the Pearl Essence Rose Water Hydrating Face Mist. It smells just like roses. Time to get into the moisturizers, and the main moisturizer that I've been using as of recently is the Pond's Cold Cream Moisturizer. Like, it also can be used as a makeup remover, but I use it as a basic moisturizer on my skin, and I specifically use this in the daytime if I want a more lighter cream on my face. But I also have moisturizers for when it's nighttime and I need a deeper moisturizer. In that deeper, heavier moisturizer is aloe vera gel. This is the Nature Republic Soothing and Moisturizing Aloe Vera Gel. This is like, what, 10 bucks, and it's a lot left up in here. But if you can buy this or afford to get this, there's also a dupe. This is the Max Blocks After Sun Aloe Vera Gel. But most of these products go a very long way and last a very long time if you use them correctly. If you can't use aloe vera gel or use the Pond's gel, or if you can't afford them or find them anywhere, you can use Shea Butter. You can use, again, I say this is gonna pop back up, you can use the Shea Butter as a moisturizer. Then there is more. I also have 2 serums. I just got this serum, but I've also been using this as of recently, but I'm super excited to keep using this one. First one is the Pacifica Water Bounce Booster Serum, and it's 100% vegan and cruelty free. Now this second serum, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, turmeric, and grenium face serum, and it's honestly lightened up some of the dark spots on my face. That's what it's supposed to do, lighten up the skin and even out the skin. Then it's time for lips. Some people don't consider lips as skincare, and I use an exfoliant on my lips. 2 of them, I guess you could say. The first one is my toothbrush, so I go in with my toothbrush and I go in like tiny circles on my bottom lip and tiny circles on my top lip while it's on, and it'll get rid of the dead skin cells. And I go in with my lip exfoliant. This is the Sugar Rose Exfoliating Lip Scrub. I got this from Bath & Body Works. To me personally, it kind of smells like bubblegum, and it tastes really good too. Go ahead and rub this on your lips. It's very gentle and it's not too rough. And for a moisturizer for your lips, I like to use, this is the Smith's Rosebud Salve Balm, and this, I need to buy some more. So the very first thing that I do before I actually go in and brush my teeth and stuff like that is I floss, and I take out all the old food. This is the AIM Precision Floss. I'm sure everybody has seen a floss. I don't like using the regular string floss. I like using these because they're easier to work with and maneuver. Now whenever it comes to my actual toothbrush and the toothpaste that I use, y'all just saw it, but it is a Oral-B toothbrush. And for my toothpaste, I use the basic Crest Whitening toothpaste. I use the one with like the green strip at the bottom of it, or like the minty flavored one. That's what I normally use. So I go in with this, obviously brush my teeth for like 2 minutes. I also have another toothbrush or another brush for my tongue specifically. It's called an oral brush. So I go in, clean my tongue all the way in the back because this reaches far. Go in, clean my tongue all the way from the back, work my way up to the front. And it's especially good whenever you feel like your toothbrush can't get everything that it needs to get. Along with using this, I also end up using my freshman tongue paste. And once I'm done brushing my teeth, flossing, and cleaning my tongue, I go in with my mouthwash. Probably sure everybody has seen Listerine, but this is obviously the green Listerine that I've been using. This stuff is strong and it keeps my breath smelling fresh for a long time, or a pretty good period of time. So the first thing that I do whenever it comes to my body is I need to get the earwax out of my ear, clean up behind my ears and stuff, because that is very important. Also, just note that whenever you are washing your body, you do need to clean behind your ears with a rag or whatever each and every single day. Get behind your ear and get up in this area, up in here. You will obviously go through, clean behind your ears, the shell of your ear, and cleaning up in this area. Okay, now whenever it comes to actually washing, there are 2 main things. Is a rag, but you can also use loofahs, but for the most part, I personally use rags. But the things that I use in order to actually wash and clean my body is the basic white Dove soap, and this pretty much gets the job done. It doesn't irritate my skin or anything like that. But I also use another body wash. This is the hydrating body wash from Bath and Body Works in water. It smells really fresh. But if you feel like Dove soap or the soap that I just showed you doesn't really work, or any Bath and Body Works soap doesn't really work to you, or it's not strong enough to you, you can also use the Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile 18-in-1 Hemp Baby Unscented soap. This stuff is strong. Now whenever it comes to shaving, I personally don't use a shaving gel or have a shaving cream. I use this in order to shave my skin, and the razor that I use is a basic 6-blade razor. I don't use 3. Sure as heck don't use 2 or 1, because 2 and 1 don't do it. They just don't do it for me. Men razors are way stronger and sharper. It actually swoops the hair and it doesn't get clogged up. Please get men razors and get the blades with 3 or more, maybe even 4 or more. I exfoliate my skin and I have 3 exfoliants that I normally use. The first one is the Brown Sugar Tree Hut Body Scrub, and this stuff smells so freaking good. Another exfoliant that I use, and I got this from like a sponsor, but I still use it because it smells good to me, and it smells like lemon. It also has oil infused within it as well. So as soon as you finish with this, it'll also leave your skin feeling smooth and soft as if you put like shea butter on it. Now, the last exfoliant is the Cetox C Mineral Body Polish Detox, but it also like polishes the skin and makes it more like and shinier looking. I'm gonna go down a little bit lower and go to the feet really quick. I have this like little exfoliant for the feet, so if you have like dead skin around the feet, you can go in with either side. Like you can go in, this to clean, you can go in with these other sides to exfoliate the dead skin off as well. It's time for me to moisturize and put on deodorant. The 2 deodorants that I've been using as of recently, these work really well. It's from Dove. The first deodorant is the Advanced Care Go Fresh, but it's also in the scent Cucumber. The other one is the Dove 0% Aluminum Sensitive Moisturizer Deodorant. They both actually last a pretty good chunk of time. If I'm being quick and I'm in a rush and I can't actually put on lotion or moisturizer, I end up using a body oil, and the body oil that I use is the Even Skin Healthy Glow Body Oil by Ancient Cosmetics. You have to be careful whenever it comes to putting oil on your skin, because if it's not evenly distributed throughout all of your skin, it does not look right. This stuff smells good and it keeps your skin moisturized for a long time, and you look like you have a glow on your body or something, or like you put body lava on your skin. I use the Cocoa Shea Honey 24-Hour Moisture Body Lotion. It has cocoa butter, shea butter, and pure honey, and it's so hard for me to actually buy this from Bath and Body Works because it runs out so freaking fast. If you don't want to use either of the moisturizers or the oils that I talked about, you can use 100% African shea butter. This stuff really works. Now don't forget, we actually also need to take care of our hands and make sure our hands are soft and moisturized, and I have 2 main moisturizers. The first one is the Coco Cabana Cream, and the other is the basic Johnson's Baby Lotion, and last but not least is body mist. So I have 4 body mists. These are brand new, but these smell really good, and I just love body mist as a whole. So the first body mist is the Cactus Blossom Fine Fragrance Mist. The next body mist is the Japanese Cherry Blossom Fragrance Mist. This is a staple. I will love anything with Japanese cherry blossom. Then is the Saltwater Breeze Fragrance Mist, and finally is the Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flowers Body Mist. I'm gonna try and like explain it thoroughly, because I know that whenever it comes to vaginal care and taking care of that area down there, some people's parents don't explain to them thoroughly enough, or they expect their children to just go off and learn it. So I'm gonna teach y'all some tips that whenever it comes to things like periods and such, of course you're going to need some pads, but please make sure you're changing your pads regularly, because you don't want it to get too heavy, and if it's too heavy, it can either sink through your pants and seep through your pants, so your pants will be stained, or it can have a strong odor to it. So please change your pads when necessary. And not only that, have wipes to clean down there and to like make sure you're extra fresh, because I understand how gross it can feel to some people when they're like on their period and having to deal with all the blood and such. So there are 2 wipes that I suggest using. Equate flushable wipes. So they're also the feminine cleansing cloths for sensitive skin. They balance your pH out and everything. Now that the extra stuff is off on the side, now let's actually start with vaginal, like washing yourself. So a soap that you can use is the Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap. So I showed y'all this earlier. This soap is strong enough, but I honestly suggest using the soap that is unscented. And if you can't find this soap, find a soap that is good for sensitive skin and that is unscented. Do not use scented soap down there. Please do not use scented soap. I'm gonna say it one more time. Do not use scented soap when you're washing yourself down there because it can mess up your pH balance and have the smell off. So if you're going to use a soap, or if you're trying to find the soaps, I suggest the Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap. And keep in mind, I'll try and have all the products that I mentioned in this video down below in the description box. So like a little bit does go a long way. So whenever it comes to washing and cleaning down there in particular, the part that you want to clean and actually pay attention to is the outer labia. There is the outer labia and the inner labia. The outer labia are the lips that you can see. So you're going to get the soap, get a little bit of the soap, get some warm water. Don't get the too hot water because it can irritate your skin. Get some warm water on a cloth, get a little bit of soap, just a little bit, rub it on the outer labia, the part that you can see. Rub it and clean them. Some people also suggest you don't even need to use soap. Some people suggest just using warm water. Just be gentle when you're washing it, don't rub it too hard. Now that's the outer labia. Now whenever it comes to cleaning the inner labia, you have to be way more careful because it's like the inner labia is when you lift up the outer labia and you see the inside, like the inner parts of the lip, or like the caving within the lips. Like toilet tissue, for example, when you wipe yourself and you wipe that area, some people have toilet tissue that gathers in there throughout the day, or just like a smell can build up over time in that area. It can go in with some warm water, just water. Make sure everything is completely rinsed off. Make sure the soap is rinsed off completely. Go in with warm water and a cloth and gently, or some people go in with their fingers, some people even go in with Q-tip. Go in and clean the inner labia because be gentle with it. I'm telling you, be gentle with it. So some people go in and they gently clean those areas because stuff builds up in there throughout the days. And once you're done with that and rinse everything off, you're fine. Your vagina should be clean. Now actually, whenever it comes to hair removal, that is a completely different story. 3 main methods that I personally use in order to get rid of the hair. And the first method is, of course, if I want to be quick, simple and such, and it's just a little bit of hair not growing, like it's not growing at the bikini line but in the center. It's a little bit of hair that's long to me. I can just go in and cut it. I use my shears, or like I use my scissors, basic hair scissors, to go in and cut the hair. Be gentle because you do not want to actually mess around and cut yourself. Go in, gently graze off the hair and cut off the hair. I go in with the men's razor. 1, because the blades are stronger and sharper. 2, it doesn't get clogged up because whenever it comes to shaving down there, it can, your razor can get clogged up. That's why some people suggest going in and cutting off the hair first as much as possible and then shaving the hair off. Most people's hair grows downward, so you need to shave with the grain and not against the grain. But if you genuinely want to go against the grain to some extent because you feel like it helps get rid of the hair, I suggest going towards the side. Now the last method I use is Nair. Some people do not suggest this, but for me, go in, make sure everything is dry first, rub the cream on the bikini line or any other area that you may need to rub it in order to get the hair off. If you leave it on too long, you can end up with a chemical burn, but if you leave it on for too short, the hair just won't come off. You can go ahead with a warm cloth and wipe it off and all the hair should be gone. But that's the most cleanest method to me because whenever I do that, I don't get ingrown hairs or razor burns or bumps. Now whenever it comes to getting rid of razor bumps and to lightening the area, there are 3 products that I use. The first product is the 10 Skin Solution. It's for ingrown hairs, razor bumps, and you can use it after shaving and waxing. And so you just get a little bit of this, put it on a cotton pad and dab it up on the sides of your bikini line, and it should be able to get rid of or help stop any ingrown hairs or razor bumps. Another one that I use is more of an ingrown hair serum, and it's more on the expensive side. This stuff was like $30, y'all. It works, it's worth it, but it costs so much money. This is the Prince Reigns ingrown hair serum. A little of this goes a long way, but I do need to buy some more. As you can see, I'm kind of running out. I showed y'all this aloe vera gel earlier. You can use this or you can use the dupe for the aloe vera gel that I showed y'all. It'll also help heal up the skin, so it will help with razor burns. It'll also help with ingrown hairs, lightening up the area in the bikini line because I know some girls suffer with darker areas within the lower region and they want to lighten it. This will really help. That is the end of this video. If you guys like this video or if it helped you in any way, shape, or form, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, click on that bell notification, check out my social media, and if you want to check out any other girl talk videos, there'll be a link for that up in the iCard up above, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.